Oh, this is so stupid. So, I was doing some customization in this, and I found out that there's a little Sonic face decal. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make Sonic a little air ride for this. Oh my god, that looks so goofy. It's just Sonic's derpy little face on the front. Unfortunately, like you're not gonna really see it, so it'd be better like on the back. But it's also just worth seeing in the opening, you know. Oh, I forgot to customize my gear too. Okay, well we're just gonna be at a disadvantage. Already though, I can tell like it feels a little bit faster, but also the handling does not feel as smooth as when I was playing as Omega. So that's gonna be another thing is, you know, trying to combine everything together to make it work. Ooh, okay. We get to go on the dynos, and we also have we have RV mode, which honestly I don't know when I should use it. Well, okay. Well, okay. Also, again, like we have two separate games with like a dinosaur theme going on, like in them, and that's also kind of funny. Okay, I'm gonna use that just to avoid chaos and destruction, because I was very scared of being destroyed there. Whoa, whoa, what? Suddenly cactus. You never expect the cactus to be the thing that kills you, and yet here we are. Oh god, I think we just killed a dinosaur. I think we went back in time and just killed that guy. And that's just rude. Absolutely rude. Okay. We're still pretty far out. But the bright side is, this is basically a bullet bill, so we can just hold this for a moment. Oh, we're stacked. We're stacked. I'm gonna use this. Avoid the snake? Oh, perfect. Perfect. I don't know if it was too soon to use that. No, perfectly fine. I think we got like third. No gear third. With this stupid vehicle. Guys, look, it's modern Sonic and classic Sonic. Look what they did to our boy. They turned him into an air vehicle. Oh my god. The humanity. We do have some air rides. We got some cool like customization. That's what I'm gonna be super excited about. Once I get like the full game, I'm gonna go crazy with the different custom stuff. It'd just be super weird. All right, Wonder Museum I think is what I played the most in the beta the last time. So hopefully that's a good thing. It'll be a good thing for the thumbnail because we got a clear shot of this monstrosity. It really does not take much to make me laugh, honest to God. But yeah, this is supposed to be like a Sonic Unleashed type of track, which is super cool, and it's like has like the different museum stuff from what you saw in that game for references, like areas. I guess some dinos, and at one point there is like the X Tornado from that game. Like, sorry, not to spoil that, but I just think it's a really cool reference, and I wanted to mention it just in case I did forget. Not my face. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so it's just regular tornado form, but later it's gonna change. And honestly, that stuff is just really cool. I do think the idea of like the third lap going back to the original track, but changed slightly, is a really neat idea. Ooh. Okay, for a second I really thought that it was gonna be like Casino. Or sorry, not Casino, like Mushroom Gorge style, but it was Casino Roulette, which was Sonic and Sega reference, which is a Sonic Heroes reference, weirdly enough. And I think this is... I like the music. I'm trying to think if this is a reference to something, because it could be like Sand Oasis. It could technically be Sand Hill, though it reminds me a little bit more of SA2. Yeah. Oh, rude. Rude. That's so unfortunate. All right, but we're going back to these. No way. Item lag made it where I didn't end up getting any items. Rude, rude. Oh my god, that's terrifying. It's a terrifying noise. It's like 100% a you're gonna die feeling. Okay, perfect. We have great combo right now. I think we gotta use it because we just got trained. Yo, wait, we're in first? Okay. Don't get too excited. This can still go very south very fast. Oh my god, and they're actually really smart about it too. They don't let you linger with it. Yo, did we get first? We got first. We got first with the classic Sonic corpse. Let's go! Who would have thought? I do like the fact, though, that they don't let you use the RV to, like, break things, because RV is basically Mega Mushroom. And in Mario Kart World, you can use it to, like, the full extent, whereas Bullet Bill, it ends at a certain time. I'm assuming that Drill is also going to be a very similar idea for that. Oh, we even got a little crown on our head. Oh, that's nice. That's cute. So, believe it or not, I somehow accidentally made Flo from Cars as I was customizing things. I was like, I don't know, I kind of want to play as Shadow. Like, what funny thing can we do? Or, like, do I want to customize something else for Shadow? And then I was thinking, I was like, you know what? Let's use Flo with Wave, because for some reason Wave just fits the idea of Flo like really well. It's a weird combination, you know. Who would have thought that I would reference Cars, specifically Flo? You'd think like maybe Lightning McQueen, Tomater, you know, the obvious ones. No, just accidentally Flo. Dumb custom theme ideas. This one is not as goofy as the other one. It also, you know, thinking about it, it does feel kind of wrong not having Wave on an air ride, on an Extreme Gear. It feels very strange. Well, what was that spin? Yeah. Also, first time I'm playing Wave in this, and my god, she does some kind of like insane like metahuman spin in the air just to celebrate life. And you know what? I appreciate that. I'm gonna be real, I'm not a big fan of Wave, but that I am pretty happy about. Also, like, not a big fan of Sonic Forces. Sorry, almost said Frontiers. But not a big fan of Forces. I think in general it has a lot of issues. But the thing is, though, if there was anything I would take from it, it would probably be like the Mystic Jungle Aqua Road section, because I actually really enjoyed Aqua Road. I thought it was a really fun stage, and I kind of wanted to see more of it. That was like my biggest criticism for that game. So I'm kind of glad that they're doing something with that. Oh right, we don't lose items either when we fall off the edge. That's also just really nice. Because I understand why, but to just be like, you know what, we're just not gonna punish you. Like, thank you. No, I thought she was gonna say beautiful cover girl. You can't just go easy breezy and not go beautiful. You know? I could totally see Wave saying that too. Okay, that was unfortunate. Oh, get me out of this. Vicious. Oh, we're dead. We're 100% dead. Yeah, this combination is a lot trickier. I'm feeling the turning is a lot more awkward on this vehicle. And honestly, like, so far, I think the air ride just has a lot better control. I didn't check the stats too, so it could also partially just be this combo or wave. I'm so sorry to that Cream player. I think I like squished them like 3 separate times. I'm so sorry, Radiant. I didn't mean to just accidentally bully you the entire time. I think I'm gonna check the stats because that was bad. That was a very bad feeling. So already we've got like a lot of speed, but not like a lot of handling. Really quick. Oh, that's less handling. Listen, I'm just gonna put her in like some weird Mercedes-Benz thing. I didn't customize this, but we're just gonna try like wave with a handling cart, because maybe I didn't check if she was a handling character, but maybe if you match that stuff up, it'll feel a lot more natural. It's weird, like Babylon Rogues, it makes sense for people to want to play as them because they barely show up in anything except these side games. And finally they're back in a racing game, which is pretty neat. Oh, that feels so much better. Honestly, like, I think in the beta too, I said like handling was the best stat for me. That was like the biggest thing I noticed. This does feel like it's a little bit too much handling now. Like it feels very, very buttery, but like almost like too much butter, like melted butter rather than just regular butter. It's butter with speed, I guess is the best way to describe it. You kind of just fling. Oh, I thought that was a ramp. Whoopsies. But at least I can do this. Aha! Sorry, Jet. I'd say it wasn't personal, but it kind of was, because I'm not a fan of Jet. Oh, interesting. Boom Boo also hits everybody behind, too. Pretty neat. Oh, no, no. Oh my god, freaking out a little bit. We're fine, we're fine. Was not expecting Eggman Sonic Heroes charge voice line in this. Just gave me flashbacks to when I was a kid for a second there. Oh god, careful, careful. Snappy. Okay. Wait, interesting. Wait, you can like laser off of people to potentially get like further ahead. I'm actually gonna save this for a second, because I think this is gonna be a little bit, I was gonna say better to save. And I still feel that way, though. I still very much feel that way. Because we still have just a tiny little bit to go. And as long as I don't flub, then I think this might be a decent clear con. Yes! Okay, we got a little bit ahead, and if I would have used it sooner, maybe I could have gotten an extra spot or two. Okay, so we got 5th. Yeah. Honestly, like, handling definitely did feel like it is probably the best stat. It was a lot faster too, but I kind of just threw something at the wall. It's like, is this going to work? Yes or no? See, Apatos would just be really cool to get, because like from the trailers, it looked like they ripped the like exact stage from Sonic Unleashed and put it into this game as a racetrack, which is such a weird concept, but it already does work very similar to a racetrack anyway, so it's kind of brilliant. Yeah, we got it. Let's go. And it was my pick. It was my pick too. Okay, so I did do a little bit more customization, and I remembered that they had this like Motobug cart that you could do. So I gave Cream this like super cute like Motobug carriage type of vehicle, and I also made a color scheme one super quick for Eggman to be able to use. So we'll probably use Eggman for that as well. And already, this feels so much nicer. Like, I feel like I have a lot more control than that last vehicle. Oh my god, these turns are very tight though. Okay, this is very much more of an expert type of course. Because like I said, I'm pretty sure that this is just straight up like the actual Apatos from Sonic Unleashed. Just ripped over, which is pretty cute. Yo, you can't hurt me. I'm Metal Cream. You know? Things that are in this game that you can't put in your coffee. Oh, you didn't want that dino? Okay, well, I guess going from an Unleashed track to another Unleashed track is pretty cool. Honestly, like, if they ended up, like, making Unleashed and then adding, like, Amy as a playable character and then having, like, Cream be an assistant, that would be super cool. Yeah, if I'm going down, I'm taking you down with me, Shadow. Sonic, no! Sonic, that was rude. Oh my goodness. Oh my good. Okay, we're good. We're good. We are fine. Oh my god. Cheese also reacts to everything. Bro, Sonic. Sonic, buddy, chill. Chill, my dude. Nah, get out of here. Oh, okay, okay. We're just gonna go on the wall. Who said that you can't drive on the walls in this game? Because I'm pretty sure that was a lie. Oh! Pancaked. Okay, that was brutal. Honestly, that's like worse than the feeling of getting squished in Mario Kart. It feels just so much heavier. Well, I mean, no pun intended, I guess. Alright, we're just gonna... Probably could have saved it, but... You know, there's a problem with when the game is like, use it. Get out of my way. Get out of my way, Shadow. Did I bump into second? Maybe. I mean, I'll still take third, but like, I don't know. We were kind of like neck and neck there. Did my little antlers get me second? My little antlers got me second! Oh my gosh. Just giving Shadow a fist bump, beating his car up as Cream, and little tiny horns go like Lightning McQueen with his tongue at the end of the one movie. You know, I like this track, but I feel like this is going to be like the track for me in this game that is always going to show up. It's going to be the Moo Moo Meadows for me. Where I hope I don't grow to dislike it or see it and I just kind of like grumble. But we are currently in that testing stage. So we're not in that moment yet where it's fully like, okay. And we will have, I think like with DLC 30 tracks. Without, it's gonna be 24, I believe. Which like isn't too terrible. And some of the tracks are really cool for the DLC. Like we've got a SpongeBob track, we've got 2 Pac-Man tracks, weirdly enough. I mean, we have TMNT and Avatar. So I'm interested to see what those are going to be like, because I feel like TMNT New York would fit really well in a Sonic game. Though it probably, I think it is Mutant Mayhem, which is the most recent version, but it's really not my favorite, to be honest. Like, honestly, I felt Mutant Mayhem was kind of a little bit weird. Okay, it's weird that everybody always, when they're in the front, goes for random. But I guess, you know, embrace the chaos a little bit. I guess they figure they'll
see the other one show up, because if it's...
What was going on with him? I don't think that dude was okay. I think he may have needed help, and I feel kind of bad just leaving him on his lonesome. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Well, hey, rude. Do not bump me. Uh-oh. Okay. Scared me for a second there. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. I think there was a glitch on the beta stage. Like, I got this stage once, and I went past, like, the car ring on the airplane section, and it actively, like, screwed me over. Wait, can that actually defend? Yo, that actually defended, though. We take those. And we pass him? We still have a lot of track to go, though, so I can't get too overconfident. But I can get magnetized. Haha. Oh my god. I do love that it's like night at the museums, though. Just like, oh yeah, by the way, this is turning into, like, absolute destruction of an area. Well, okay. Okay. Murder. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. No way. And it takes your item? That is really good to know. Honestly, I'd much rather the item at this point. I don't know if anybody's behind me. They were. Oh, that's why you don't race as a robot when an item in here is like a magnet. Sorry, Omega, that's just the truth. Well, it'll kill you. Okay, also, why is... I apologize. I don't know why all of a sudden the face cam green screen is acting up, but something happened. I don't know if, like, the camera got moved a little bit, but I do apologize if that is the case. I also keep forgetting to check if I'm covering anything or not. So hopefully we're fine. I will be honest, though. I think that this is a really good combo, and this might be a Kart combo that I use a ton. Like, I'm having a blast with this. That being said, I do really like using Cream, and I do think this is a fantastic combo. So I did want to use Eggman, just because I thought it would be kind of funny to see him in this, like, motobug carriage. I do like using Cream, though. I'm very glad that she's in this game, and we've got Big coming back. Like, Big's gonna be able to be on an extreme gear again. Like, that's cool. And then we've got Silver and Blaze. We've got the Chaotix coming. Like, man, I'm so excited to play as Charmy. I know that everybody and their mom hates Charmy, but I just love the dude. I just think he's adorable. Call me crazy. Call me a psychopath. But I like Charmy B. Man, there is no way we got Night at the Museum again. What do you mean? All right, well, I guess we're gonna find out how Eggman is on this vehicle. And I haven't really played Eggman too much. I think I played him once in the beta, and that was really it. Wait, no, it's the mall. It's the mall. Oh my gosh, they're just very similar that I didn't even realize. That's pretty exciting. This is like the first fully original course in this game, and you cannot convince me that they were not trying to make their own coconut mall. Like, that's 100% what they were trying to do. They even have the escalators. Like, 100% without a doubt. But I do love the little, like, wisp floats. Kind of gives like a Macy's Day Parade vibe with this. Wait, is this also off-road? I'm just over here throwing a tantrum in the little, like, lunch department. Eggman, you can't maniacally laugh when you're... Whoa! Wait, okay, I don't know what Frenzy Time is gonna do, but I was so excited because we have the one area from Sonic Unleashed. It's like based on China, and I can't remember what it's called because it never shows up in anything. And honestly, I just think that's kind of cool that it's here. Oh no! I thought we were fine. Go under the Dark Phoenix. Let's go. Wait. Oh, there's a double path you can take. I figured the flame would cut it off, and then that's my B. That's 100% my B. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm using this. I'm so far behind. It's like not even funny. Okay. I do enjoy the music though. It's like it's very like subtle, it's very tame. It's a little bit different than what Sonic music usually does, but honestly, I don't think that's a bad thing. I have seen a few people being like, "Oh my god, it's ruining all like Sonic OSTs. Sonic music will never be the same because they're using like I think it was like EDM in this or something." Like, guys, it's not that serious. I didn't realize that was the line. Can I crush? I could crush, but it was a little bit too late. That's okay. We got slightly green Eggman. Oh, and for some reason it still said we had the... Okay. I mean, I'm not upset about that. Oh my gosh, Cheese wears the little crown when Cream wins? That's really adorable. That's cute. Guys, I think Cream's gonna be one of my main characters in this game because she's just really adorable. I love that Cheese is there. Metal Harbor too. Let's go. Okay, so one of the main reasons why I wanted to use Eggman again on the Extreme Gear is because weirdly enough, I don't know if this is the case for Zero Gravity or Free Riders, but as far as I know, he has never been allowed to use a Extreme Gear. It's always been a bike that he's had to use, and I think that's super weird. So the fact that this is like the first time you're allowed to do that, I'm like, yeah, of course I'm gonna do that. Also, yes, I did mean to throw that punching bag forward and threw it back by accident. But yeah, I am very happy to say, like, the Extreme Gear, it was what I was expecting to want to use the most in this game. And I'd say, like, this and the handling carts are the two things that have consistently felt really good to me. And I'm just very happy are in here. So, like, that's probably what I will use the most. I think speed is a little too much for me. Also, I love the little, like, wee that Eggman gives. It's so weirdly wholesome for him. Oh, I did not see that pillar. Why does that send you so far? That's so bizarre. Whatever, it's not a big deal, it's just mildly weird. I do know that, like, having this and not using all these, oh, okay, kind of defeats the purpose of having like 3 item spots, but all right, that's fine. We can avoid getting inked. And unfortunately, RV is going to be down for the count very quickly, but I wanted to avoid the ink splotch, which honestly I probably didn't even need to worry about. But yeah, this third lap, I remember this third lap being like super cool because this thing that's coming up. Because if you don't know, for Metal Harbor, there's like a huge part of it. Ow! That was rude. The huge part of it is the rocket launching. So it launches before you get there, and then there's like something super cool that'll come up. Yeah, that is the only downside of having played some of the beta. But yeah, now with it launched, we just get to do a crap ton of tricks. Yeah, let's go. Oh. Okay, careful now. Careful now. We do not want to get destroyed. That'd be unfortunate, because it is very, very easy to get taken out in this game. And I think... Wait, are we actually about to win? Guys, we got another win! What? Oh my god. Guys, handling's where it's at. Handling might actually be a huge meta for this game. Like, that and boost. they're both just so incredibly good. They feel smooth, they're easy to turn with, they've got some pretty good speed. I'm sure if you can like take the turns very well, if you get used to it, speed is probably pretty decent. But like, what's all that speed gonna help you with if you have like no handling? You know? I did decide to stick with Eggman for one more race, and I think I'm gonna do another custom because I kind of want to do the one like Sonic Kart, but try to make it look like shadowy. And I don't think that's necessarily going to be feasible because of the way they have it, but there is the one with like just the regular eyes. So I think maybe if I do something like that, then maybe I can like try to see if I can add some more decals to it to make it look like angrier, or add like a little red stripe in the front. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're good, we're good. Man, I am enjoying the water palace being back though. And like honestly, I would not mind if like every once in a while they like came in, did some like extra updates for this game to add more like more stages. Like that would just be kind of sick. Like what people were thinking for Sonic Generations in a way. I'll get that off my screen. Alright. Unfortunately, I gotta call Umo Chow. But I think... Yeah, so he just gives you a crap ton of rings at least. So, I mean, I guess he does help you. And that's nice. Oh. Rude. Okay, I will say, though, the normal Apatos, like, track already went super hard. So, like, I will say that one it definitely does not feel as good as the original IMO. And unfortunately for Sonic Rush stuff, they could not use Sonic Rush music because of licensing. Ooh, okay. Alright. So we're not necessarily in the best spot, but we're also not necessarily in the worst spot either. Because I could just use... Now, does this just go into, like, the person in front? Oh, it's two of them. So probably two normal? No? Okay. And there is another boost thing that you can use in this game. Ooh, I'm gonna be faster than Sonic? I don't think so. I think both Sonic and Tails beat me out. Which, I mean, canonically is accurate. You know, so I guess I can't be too upset if they did finish it first. They didn't? Okay. I don't know. Again, I don't know if it was like Eggman just leaning forward and a mustache hair hit the finish line first. Because I definitely thought at least Tails was in front of me. But no, they were actually pretty generous in my benefit. I unfortunately could not make it look more like Shadow, but I tried putting like the hedges in the back. I tried putting the eyes in the front, and honestly, it does not look as good or silly as the other one. But you know what? I did want to have at least some kind of like air ride with Shadow, and just trying him out because I was like, you know what? I want to use the air ride. And I feel like Shadow using like the Sonic car would be kind of weird. Like if I had like Tails, sure. Oh my gosh. I will say though, I absolutely love Shadow's animations. Like him just jumping in the air, doing these like chaos control poses is really great. I'm like, get out of here! Get out of here, Mochow! Stop stealing my freaking money! What a rude dude. Okay, I do like this song though. song's pretty funky. Yo, yeah, heck yeah, I want to go to Roulette Road. Of course I do. Okay, gonna throw that back. Whoa, careful there. Yeah, do not fall off. That would suck. Oh, right! This is what Frenzy Mode is. Yeah, you can do, like, a bunch of different, like, drifts and stuff to get, like, better charge. I think there's probably, like, other things you can do as well. And, like, maybe I should use a little bit more advantage of that than I have been using. Because it actually is really good. So, the real question is, was it better to Frenzy Mode, or was it better to just, like, actually save the turn to go a bit faster? And I don't know if there really was a good answer to that. But I do know there is one gear ability to get a 4 charge up, which is something that, just in general, would be great to have. So that's probably what I would use if I did have it. Oh my gosh, I also just realized what they're actually doing is the like little ghosts come here. And I mean, Unleash did have the little ghosts animation they did. So those would be like a weird callback to have. But it would be kind of funny to see. Uh-oh. Honestly, that's fine. Honestly, that's perfect.
Never any doubt.
2 things. First off, I really thought it was going to squish me, so the fact that it's like, nah, you're fine. Front run. Front run to your heart's content. Hit that finish line. Go. Go. Perfect. And then it swapped my item to give me, like, laser? Like, that seems kind of insane for first place, if I'm being real. Because even if nobody's in front of you, like, wouldn't you just shoot forward super fast? So if I had the opportunity to use that item, that would have been better for me. I'm gonna be so for real. Zaz is probably one of the weirdest characters to include in this game. Like, the Deadly Six have always been very strange, but for some reason, they love shoehorning Zavok into things. And if it's not Zavok, or if Zavok is there and there's a second character, it's always Zaz. And, like, I don't know why. Like, granted, I'm happy that it's not, like, every single Deadly Six member, because that would get super annoying. But I find it weird that they don't, like, alternate the different characters. Like, have one appearance be Xena, or have, like, another appearance, you know, Zaz shows up, rather than it being like, oh yeah, Zavok's always there, and then maybe Zaz. But, like, Sonic Dash was, like, the first appearance of a Deadly Six character outside of a main game, and I think it just straight up was Zaz, like, as the boss, which is super funny. And, like, there's nothing wrong with Zaz. It actually does make sense because he's, like, the first boss. And, like, I don't know. I mostly remember Xena, and then I don't remember the rest of the other named characters. But, like, they you know, they're pretty, like, different designs altogether, and it's weird not to every once in a while see them. You know, because maybe I'm not the biggest fan of Xena, but, like, she still has a pretty interesting design. And, you know, you got another, like, female character that you can add to the roster, which would be pretty good. Like, that's always a really good thing. But yeah, like, Zaz as a character is fine. I think the one big thing that I'm interested in is seeing the interactions he has with the other characters. Okay, about to get redded. Okay, that's fine. I have Umo traps. That, like, halved my freaking rings. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, so many rings. So many rings lost, so many rings gained. I'm just gonna use this, because knowing me, I'm gonna punching glove myself. It's gonna absolutely suck. Yeah, I mean, there he is. Like I said, it is interesting, but I don't think it's like the worst picks either. I think we have a pretty good roster overall, like base roster in general. It has a lot of the like heavy hitting Sonic characters. We're going to be getting Werehog as playable, which is super cool. And then we have so many other weird and insane characters. And then like free to launch, like every single month for about a year. We're getting even more than that, which is crazy. Like we might get like II and a bunch of other Sega characters. I'm curious to see where that's going to lead us. Oh man, back to Metal Highway, or oh my gosh, back to Metal Harbor. And I know that I don't have to go through every single character in this video. That's not my plan. But I was like, you know what? We haven't played a Storm. Storm's a character that we rarely ever see, and he's kind of cool, you know? I think that I don't give him a lot of credit for how interesting of a design he is, and, you know, like, for me personally, I think that I underrate him a little bit more than I should. He's not one of my favorites. I don't think it's ever going to be one of those where it's going to be like, oh yeah, Storm is my go-to character. But, you know, I'm glad he's here. Because weirdly enough, the Olympics would be like, oh yeah, here's Jet. They recently added like Wave in the last one. But Storm was never in the Olympic Games. So he's been like exclusively a Sonic Riders character and like a mobile character. And that's been basically it. Which is just, it's weird. You know, it's very strange. Okay, I need to be very careful of that bomb. Yeah, I really did not want Amy to just absolutely obliterate me. Okay. Storm does feel like a lot faster too. Which, I mean, it would make sense if he was more of like a heavier weight type of character. Oh, you can throw those forward too. That's very good to know. Okay, so that will give you items, and it'll also give you rings, like around the track. Interesting. Oh, I wanted to save that, and it said hit L, so I did, but apparently it didn't count for some weird reason. I don't know why. But that's okay, because Storm is charging up his muscles in anger and frustration. Oh, get out of here. Get out of here with that. But yeah, it is funny. You like go through rings so quickly and you lose them so quickly too. So like it feels like nothing compared to like how rings were in like the Rider games, because they were so precious in that game. It would be like so hard to get, but then you'd still have to like go and try to keep them and not get hit. Like you get hit once and you just lose everything. But here it's like, oh yeah, they're everywhere. Oh, the slime. Oh, that's worst place for slime. Oh my gosh. Okay, Storm might actually be. Well, actually no. I think we did have a worst place race as like our second race. Sorry, Jet. Nothing personal, but thank you for finishing my sentence, I guess. Thank you, Storm. Alright, so my overall thoughts of the game so far is that I think it's pretty fun. There's a lot to it that we still haven't seen. And I think there's some good, there's some bad. Like, I think the tracks overall are pretty fun, and there's a lot to them. Like, being able to go to Apatos is pretty cool. I think having the different lap setup is going to keep tracks, like, very fresh. The item management is really good. It feels actually pretty balanced, all things considered. Like, I haven't felt like there's been a moment that I can't make something back, or like I'm just going to lose a race just because I got hit by one terrible item. You know, like it feels very, very feasible. And I don't know if it's just because of how comfortable I am with this game already or what it is, but I do enjoy that fact. There's a lot to it. The one downside though, I will say, is that I feel like you really can't use a lot of vehicle types, because the vehicle types, like, the stats are drastic. Like in Mario Kart, it might be like a little bit of like, okay, you're probably not going to be able to use this one thing because it's a little bit awkward to use. You know, maybe it's going to be a little bit slippery, but for the most part, like if you have the right character, it's feasible. This though, it definitely feels like it's the cart hands down, and if you try to use speed type, if you try to use power, like it's just gonna feel super, super awkward. And maybe I haven't found the right combinations to make sense, but I feel like handling and boost are the easiest to control, and they feel the most natural. Like it feels like you're using regular controls, especially for an area like this that's so tight. Even with those thoughts, like I'm still having some trouble like not hitting the walls, which is kind of wild to think about. But like yeah, like overall, I think it does control very well, except for those specific areas that I had mentioned. But you know what? I made a mistake there, and that's okay. We're still hopefully gonna get like third. Yeah, we still got third. I could have potentially gotten first, but that's okay. What I've seen so far, is this a game that I would rather play and get over Mario Kart World? See, I'm hesitant to say yes or no, because we haven't seen the full game. Like, I played at least 120 hours of Mario Kart World, and I don't think it's a fair comparison. But I do think that there is a lot of life that is in this game. And I think once you have all these different characters, once it's like, oh, you can play Blaze now, you can play as Pac-Man, you can play as Joker, you can play as Steve, you know, you have all of these courses that are intertwined, interconnected. I think that is where the selling point is going to be. It's going to be done like very well. Now, granted, I'm getting the Switch 1 version, so that's only $60. But if you're getting like the full shebang, you're getting modern console game, you're getting DLC pack, that's a $90 purchase, which is $10 over Mario Kart World, and I think that is a very hard ask, especially when we have Kirby Air Riders also coming. So you really do have to juggle, like, what do I think is the most important? And I think that this network test is a great idea to really encapsulate what the game is all about. I think that the customization is fantastic. I need to know, like, if this is it for customization, I think that's going to be a little bit disappointing, but I'm sure that there's going to be more. They can always add more, and there's a lot you can do with the customization for paints and all that. And I'm mostly going to be using like extreme gear, but if I'm using Kart, I'm probably going to be using that like Motobug carriage or whatever isn't handling. And I'm sure once you unlock more characters, once you have more of them, then you can jump in and you can be perfectly fine using those characters online with their carts. But for the network test, I'm pretty sure that even if I were to do all the Grand Prix, they're not going to randomly be like, hey, you can play as Rouge now. As far as I know. Like, yes, they're all here, but as far as they said, I think it's like all the characters that are currently unlocked. And probably Grand Prix is how you unlock, or they would have like a store or something. I don't really know. But yeah, I'm going to get the game because I'm a huge Sonic fan. I love the fact that it is basically Sonic Generations, but for the Sonic Kart racing genre. And you have like stages from so many different games that you wouldn't think would be in here or wouldn't be a kart racer. Like Metal Harbor never occurred to me as a racetrack. Never once did I think, hey, I want to race there. But you do, and it's like, oh my gosh, that's super cool. And granted, this is like my first impressions. So a lot of what I've seen, like I've already played like a few hours before in the beta test. So I have that idea, and I didn't get to film that, but that's okay because I did get to experience it. But this is something that I definitely want to play more of. I want to experience more of it. But for now, that's where it's at. It feels very, very incomplete because we don't have the full picture yet. But let me know what you guys think of the network test. I do plan on doing some more of this. Whether it be like full on video or not, I don't know. I am going to be playing with Cyrus Soup on Saturday. So hopefully he does enjoy the game. We'll be seeing what he thinks. And it'll be his first impressions too. But either way, that is going to be it. So if you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button. Show us out there, but no love. Brother, mother, father, iguana. I'll see you in the next one. I'm going to go to bed now because it's like 2 a.m. Bye. Thank you for watching my video, guys. If you look over to the left, you can see a playlist of one of my many playthroughs on the channel, as well as a fun video up above it. And if you look over to the right, you can subscribe to the channel, as well as see another video either from my channel or one of my friends' channels. Either way, it's sure to be a fun time. Again, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Keep your toes safe.